we are ready to go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Make It Make Sense. We are back, and I've got some lovely ladies with me, and my dog with me, and we're gonna have some fucking fun tonight. Okay, Make It Make Sense podcast, where we discuss relationships, male and female dynamics, and all kinds of other real ass conversations. And I don't necessarily believe I'm always right, but if you think I'm wrong, I challenge you to come here and make it make sense. I don't have to be right. I'm all about new perspectives, but you can't just say some shit and expect me to buy it if you're not going to make it make any sense.
Pull up. Okay?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Pull up. Come sit here. We've got more mics. We've got more headphones. I can put 10 motherfuckers on this show. So stop playing with me and come have some fun. So we're going to go around the table, and we're going to start with you. Name, age, what you do for a living, and highest level of education. And if you'd like, body count.
I'm going to head out.
Throw that one in there for you.
First of all, you guys should know me by now, but...
You've been on one show. Everybody know it.
And that's enough to remember me.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Daddy, chill.
I'm Taylor. I am... Do I say my age, you said?
Yeah.
31. Okay. And I am in business development for a financial technology company.
Hot.
Thank you. And highest level education, went to The Ohio State University.
Oh shit, for real? Did you finish?
Went 4 years. I left my last semester.
So your highest level of education completed is high school?
No, because I went to a different school.
You have an associate?
Too. Yes.
Okay.
So, I've done a bunch of things actually. We don't have to get into that. What am I doing next?
Body count.
Optional.
Body count is 4.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here.
I hope so.
My name's Caitlin. I'm 30. I'm a hairstylist, and high school is as good as it gets. But we out here.
You went to hair school.
I mean, yeah, but so
did I, though,
My name is Soleil. I am 32, and I do global DEI partnerships in fintech. And I'm a virgin.
Highest level of education completed?
I have 2 bachelor's degrees from Arizona State.
What?
Okay.
The Arizona State University.
The Arizona State University.
No other school can do that.
All right. And my dog, my co-host for today, ain't seen this man in shit, a year?
It's been a year. I don't have hair anymore.
I wouldn't know.
My name is Ryan. I'm an athletic director at a prep school in Arizona.
Oh, shit.
Highest level of education. I'm a college graduate, obviously, of Arizona State. And
Why is it obvious?
Yeah, why is that obvious?
because I just co-signed her.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
Oh, y'all missed that. The Arizona State, remember? I am 36. Fuck. 36.
Sensational.
And my body count is 2.
Congratulations.
All right. Let's get this shit cracking. We're going to start with you.
Oh.
What do you consider cheating?
It could be an array of things for me. I think cheating is the most obvious is physically stepping outside of a relationship.
Okay.
But I think that there's such a thing as emotional cheating, right? Like when you have developed a really deep and emotional connection with another person outside of your partnership. I think that this is all really important to preface too. If the partnership is a monogamous relationship, then all of these things are considered cheating. But if you have some kind of dynamic where it's like open and you're in conversation with your partner and you have certain agreements, then what a monogamous dynamic might consider cheating is not cheating at all for others because that's what you decided. But for me, I think some of the most painful cheating is emotional cheating because that cuts and it hurts.
For sure. So, I mean, I guess for the viewers, we can assume that majority of people are looking for monogamous situations. So in a monogamous situation, what's the bare minimum of cheating? I feel like everyone understands that physical cheating is cheating. Where does the other cheating start? So you said emotional. Can you elaborate?
Right. I'm trying to think of like a scenario. Like if someone's out and they meet someone and they're having a good conversation. I think it's like when you initiate like more connection with a person. Even if it's like, hey, let me get your number. We can talk. We can text. Like, or if it's, hey, I'd love to take you out sometime. Like, I think when you initiate past your initial like meeting or like coming together, then it starts to get a little gray.
Okay.
But might not necessarily be considered cheating because it also depends on the person.
For sure. Caitlin?
I agree with everything you said. And also, yeah, I guess anything you wouldn't want your partner to know. Like if you were keeping a conversation secret with another female or male, I think that's considered cheating.
Okay.
Secret conversations.
Well, you know what I mean.
No, I mean, is there more? That's where.
Well, in the physical.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
physical. I think,
yeah.
What about like work stuff? What are you doing? Like, you know, you have your work wife or husband and you like flirt and, you know,
I think if it's like you would do that in front of your partner and it's you know what I mean? Like anything that's like secret and you wouldn't want them to see your phone, like your conversation, or you wouldn't do that in front of them, then I think that's cheating.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I think anything that you think that you have to hide,
Yeah, cheating.
it's probably shouldn't. Yeah, you probably
Do you have
shouldn't.
any examples? So hold on.
time?
You got time?
Well, so I guess more or less what I'm thinking is
I feel like if
are you breaking up? Because I feel like in a monogamous situation, physical cheating, 90% of the time or higher, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
But what you guys are
emotional cheating's worse
explaining,
to me.
Sure, but are you leaving over emotional cheating?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if they're texting another
Honestly, I'm probably
female
gonna leave
appropriate-
faster for emotional than I would physical.
Interesting.
Same. What about y'all?
Stop the cap.
No, I'm serious. But based off my past, that's exactly what's happened.
But if their
Stop
dick
the
is
cap.
inside someone else,
I think withholding. I think you guys have covered a lot of it, but withholding things is cheating. Like a lot of stuff that. Let's talk about when women cheat. So women cheat like when they decide they're gonna go out with their single homegirls and they're gonna act single for the night, and then like withhold, like they're gonna utilize a bunch of guys for tables and they're gonna flirt with guys because it's gonna help them get a better situation for the night. That's cheating.
I've dated guys that are like, please get free drinks, so I'm not paying
but
for
I think
it,
that's
so
a
you're not.
boundary
Are
you
you?
set
So
in
that
your
sounds like
relationship.
you're with them though, huh? Like he's out with you that night?
No.
Or he tells you to go out and
He
go
told
get
you
free
to
drinks?
go out?
He's like, don't spend any money and get your free drinks.
Okay.
That's tough.
Yeah.
And are you with that man?
Like, what do you mean?
Are you still with that man?
Huh?
Are you still with that
You're
man?
breaking up.
The connection. T-Mobile.
So no, because you're not gonna respect a man that tells you to do no shit like that.
What?
I don't know.
You're not. If your man that you love, admire, and respect is telling you, go get free drinks, go have a good time and use men, like it's not. That's
Yeah, I would think that'd be weird. As
that's
fuck.
not normal.
I
That
know.
would
If
be
my
weird
man
as
told
fuck.
me that
he's
shit.
to put
If he's
you.
honest, he's like, hey, if you're out, like, have a good time, like, whatever. No, I don't think it's weird.
Have a good time is different.
What?
Okay, no, I've literally, I can't even say that. It's so hard
I feel
to
like
say
my
their
ideal
name.
world is like my person is like, here's money, have fun.
Yeah, I've had
Forget all
that.
about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
That
I've had
sounds
that.
more healthy and,
And
more
I've
respectable.
gone on trips, and it's like, I already know what's gonna happen. Like, whatever, just don't do X, Y, and Z.
See, women get the privilege of living in a very delusional world where, like, this whole trip thing and girls' night out and all that other junk. Like, no man with options.
Wait, what girls' night out do you guys?
That's what you're talking about.
Like, yeah, in
what-
that's what I-
Scottsdale, like, what do
that's
you
what I was
think?
talking about.
How do you think a girls' night out goes in like Scottsdale? Or
I'm not
something?
finished.
Yes, he is.
Proceed.
He's gonna say statistics.
No, it's not even the statistics. It's just that the man, like a man that you are going to be with long term, somebody that you could see as your husband, isn't going to send you out to the streets often. You know what I'm saying? Like, go have fun.
Sending me off?
No, well, that's
allowed.
That's
No.
I'm not saying that you're not allowed to do. Everybody has their own autonomy. I get that. But what I'm saying is girls' trips without him. If he is allowing that at a high clip, yes, allowing. Because here's the thing: if with responsibility comes authority, just like, and don't take this wrong. I'm not saying women are children, but I have responsibility for my children, which means I have authority over their actions. Okay, so if I'm responsible for your well-being, paying for everything, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that this is what your relationship was. But if I am in charge of those things, and those are the things you're requiring of me, I should have some type of authority over some of the choices you make.
Interesting.
Correct?
I could never live that life, though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's no different from your job. You can't do whatever the fuck you want at your job because they're responsible they're paying you, and you have to follow their rules. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, like, see, feelings get involved when you say shit like that, but break it down to the most basic level of this, which is if you're with a man that you require, and I'm not saying you do, but require, pays your bills, provides for you and your family, protects you, he should have some say in choices that you make.
Yeah, if he's doing every single thing for me, of course.
Especially because you're not doing any of those things for him.
Yeah,
You're not. What I'm saying is, if he's paying all the bills, you're not.
No, I'm saying, in that case, yes. If a man was doing every single thing for me.
So that's what.
But you're speaking on yourself, though.
No. I'm speaking on an actual.
But that doesn't seem like that's any of our lived experience.
I get that, but that's why you guys are all single too, because you haven't been
that's
with.
Not why.
Well, not necessarily, but what I'm saying is that's why. You guys haven't ran into that man that is capable of doing all of those things, because those type of men are rare. So even if they're capable
but you're speaking on a statistic of.
I get that, but what I'm saying is you're not going to give up certain liberties for a man who can't do those things.
Look what
exactly.
Okay, so since you're not going to give up certain liberties for a man that can't do those things, you're going to run into relationships where you don't respect the man. You start looking for greener grass. And that's why we have this podcast in the first place, is because women have all of these things that they want from a man, and few men are capable of doing those things, which is why women keep having revolving doors of man after man after man, and end up not getting married, not having children, not having families. That's today's society, because men are inadequate. I'm not absolving men of their responsibilities. Most men are inadequate and cannot do these things. So you find it hard to respect that man and stick with that man long term, because you're working so hard and he still wants you to be feminine. Does that make sense? But if you don't have to be a hard worker, and you can tap into your femininity, your submission comes naturally.
Why can't you do both, though? Why can't you be a hard worker and be?
Because you can, but it takes an extremely special type of individual to do that, and it won't be long term. You won't do it forever. See, that's the thing. That's what this society today has tricked everybody into believing. At the end of the day, here's a better question. How about this? Let's say you made $150,000 a year. Are you gonna date a man who makes 60?
I have.
Okay, but he's not here anymore. Are you going to pay all of his bills?
That's not why it's not here
Okay,
anymore.
but you can say
I know exactly why it's not here anymore.
But that may not be the deciding factor, but it clicked in your mind. You're bothering me. You're making my life harder. You're stressing me out, and you're broke.
No.
Kick rocks.
I think what she's saying is like, or I'll let you say what you're saying, but I think it has more to do. You're less likely
Yes.
I think that's the better phrase. It's like you're less likely to put up with as much from somebody that you are necessarily
that's what I'm saying in a nutshell. What I'm saying is that may not have been the deciding factor as to why they're not here. But what I'm saying is long term, none of you are going to provide for a man for his entire life.
Yeah, so until somebody provides for us,
just because I make more than that person doesn't mean they can't provide for me.
But if you're in a situation where
I was with a man who made a lot less, and I never felt like he ever made less than me.
That's not the point. The point is if he made a lot more money than you, there's a lot of things that you would have let slide. Let's be honest. Women put up with certain things from men with good dick that they wouldn't put up from guys who don't have it.
Facts.
Okay.
That's fact.
Women put up with
That's facts.
Women put up with extremely handsome men, or shit from extremely handsome men that they wouldn't for somebody that they're just giving a chance. Women put up with extremely wealthy men and give them more chances than they would from somebody broke. Men do the same thing. Pretty women get away with a lot of shit. So absolutely.
What do you consider cheating?
What do I consider cheating?
Everything.
Mo has a question.
Mo.
Put the questions on the screen. Is it cheating in a poly situation? No,
Absolutely.
Mo.
What?
Yeah, come on, man.
Because if you have agreements with your partner and you step outside of those agreements,
Sure, but
yeah, it's cheating.
okay, yeah, there's cheating if you break an agreement, sure, but
That's what we're talking about, right?
yeah. But it's different. But in a monogamous situation, which is what most people are striving towards, I believe that I'll take it as far as seeking attention and validating attention from
think that's
others
cheating.
is cheating.
Thank you. I'm so glad you said that.
That is what
Richie.
I was referencing when I was talking about the idea of going out and doing certain things, because like these people don't think that they are the men that you're entertaining. They don't know that you're in a relationship until they physically ask. But the act of like dancing, receiving drinks, receiving this attention per se is a form of cheating.
I think DeMarco's outside.
Do you think that?
Come on in, DeMarco.
Okay, how about this, Troy? Do you think that cheating, or you two, let's say Instagram stories?
Damn.
Okay, stories. Respond to stories.
It's tough.
No, that's what I was getting at. He jumped in.
Cause that is
Yes.
fucking cheating.
Validating and seeking attention is cheating. So if you're in a committed relationship, a monogamous relationship, and you're posting sexually revealing pictures and seeking attention, and then when someone does send a hard eye or fire emojis or just says "damn, you look good," and you respond to it, you're cheating.
I agree.
Because if you're with somebody that you love and admire and respect, nobody else matters. You know what I'm saying? But there's a huge difference in between men and women cheating, because men post selfies and don't get flooded DMs. So
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
nah.
I mean, I don't know.
And on a balance scale, let's be realistic.
Well, yeah, okay, on the balance scale.
So at the end of the day, attention is to women what sex is to men. Okay? So
I like that.
women seek attention. That is their drug. That is their that's extremely important to them, which is why women can't understand why men will just fuck somebody with no emotional attachment, because you have unlimited supplies of attention. So since you have unlimited supplies of attention, men trying to holler at you, talk to you, get with you, it's very easy, or easier. Fix that, Denison. Switch cameras before you fix it, because it's in the fucking shoot. Switch the camera.
Oh my.
Put it on all of us.
No, this is good.
Thank you.
A lot happening right now.
We're sorry he's yelling at you.
That's what they're seeing, a fucking piece of
We
paper.
love you.
Just pull it down. Just pull it down. Just pull it down.
Just pull it down.
Just pull it down.
See, told you it was
We're
gonna do that.
working things out over here.
Pull it down. Please
These
pull
comments
it off the wall. Pull it off the wall.
in the chat
I
are
was-
hilarious.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Troy abusive.
I'm not abusive.
I'm gonna report to the BBB.
BBB.
Better Biggest Bureau.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
You want a
So
spicy chicken sandwich?
I do want a spicy chicken sandwich.
I don't even fucking remember what I was saying. What was I saying?
I
I
don't
have
know,
no
but
idea.
I agree with it. Whatever. It
No,
was.
you were saying that, like
I
sex is
disagree,
like
but-
to men is
Oh,
attention
yeah.
to women.
Oh yeah. So it's a much easier for women to turn down something that's offered daily. You know what I mean? Like we men don't have that same type of attention from women. Women are not chasing us as we leave the gym to speak to us. You know what I'm saying? They're not coming up to us in the grocery store. I don't think I've ever pulled out my AirPod for a woman.
Okay,
You know what I'm
question.
saying?
So if I wanted to do that, what's the best approach?
That's off topic, but I'll tell you how to holler at a man. It's very
Do you post selfies for attention?
Yeah, but I am different.
Oh.
Okay, Dennison.
Keaton says Darby behind the camera.
Like, why is the camera on them? Put it on all of us, please. Jesus Christ.
Fucking
I
crap.
have to edit these videos, okay?
And I'm trying to get you dusty.
You're different.
You're different. Why?
So you can post for attention, but why?
But yeah, true. I can post for attention, but I'm not your average looking male. I'm not. I'm not.
What?
You guys can laugh all you fucking want. I'm not your average looking male.
No, I love this.
The way you.
But even still, not being average looking, I don't get nearly as much attention as you guys get for anything that you post.
Yeah, but
You guys post memes that aren't even funny, and niggas are liking them just because they want to talk to you.
wait, really? They're lying?
Absolutely.
Here I am thinking I'm funny. Damn it.
But the point is attention is to women what sex is to men. So, fellas,
No.
fellas,
That's crazy.
Wait, but Troy, but you didn't answer my question.
hold on, fellas, stop giving these women attention. All right,
I need Alexis so bad right now.
These men are
Like-
fine to just stop. It's fine.
like all of it, just dead it, zero.
Such a hater.
And see how much better and how much more appreciative they are of men if they're not
What type of
getting
women do
any
you-
hold on, Taylor. If they're not getting any attention from us. It's kind of like how they say if you want to shut the economy down, just stop purchasing shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving them attention.
But we
And
know that shit's not happening.
it's not gonna happen. But
And it better not happen.
it's real ass advice. If you and it's hard, trust me, I know. I have a hard time not doing it because women look amazing. Okay? But if you can refrain, that they would finally get a bit of a taste of what we go through when it comes to not being able to acquire sex as easily as they acquire attention. But what were you gonna say? What was your question?
It was, you never answered like why. So the reason you can post selfies.
I told you, 'cause
for
I'm not an
attention-
average
That's
looking
your
male.
answer. I was gonna ask that.
Yes, I'm not an average looking male. Most men are not very handsome.
But-
Most men are not like.
So you're saying
put it
that
this
man
way,
can't
you-
post a selfie for attention? It makes it feel better.
because he's not going to get any. Only men who are physically extremely fit will get a lot of attention, even if he's not that handsome. If he has a very nice body, hard eye fire. You know what I'm saying? But just a man in the
I need a nice
bathroom or in
face.
his car, the shit that y'all do, the side pose. What are we supposed to do to garner attention? You know what I'm saying? Like either that or a very pretty man.
Sing in the car while driving.
That's different. I'm doing that.
He does that every
That's why I
day.
said
I do
it.
it, but it's because it's funny and I'm very good at karaoke.
What?
I'll be like this.
This isn't about me.
This is 30 minutes.
There's a missing Vegas.
He goes from like ACDC
Yeah,
to like Justin Bieber in 2 seconds.
I'm with you, Troy. Our pictures have to be way more artistic.
Yeah.
They have to be way
It's
more.
so hard to
like,
take pictures as
Yeah.
a man. And you guys know that. That's why you guys swipe
Artistic.
like this on dating
What you
apps.
be doing?
We gotta have nice clothes. We gotta be the proper lighting. We gotta
The
have
set,
everything.
the background has to be.
I feel like we
Yes.
consider all
Fire.
the same things.
Or it's like you look
See,
crazy.
Keenan understands it. Troy in the gym with one dimple.
Try?
I have 2 dimples, asswipe. Half shoved through.
Hell yeah.
With the hoochie daddy.
He always got a half chub in his shoulders.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Keenan.
Yeah. And I'm seeking attention. That's my man cleavage. Kiss my ass, Keenan. Anyway, next fucking question. We're going back around the table.
Enough about me.
Right? This wasn't supposed to be about me.
Oh, really?
No. All right, who lies more, men or women? We'll start with
Was
you.
that one of the topics?
Yes, and we'll start with you, Taylor.
Well, I'm a terrible fucking liar, so I'm gonna say men. Like, cause I really like. Well, if it's just me, but I don't know. I don't know actually.
What's your opinion?
Maybe it's even.
Okay, if that's your opinion, that's fine.
It's not. I think men lie more
You think men
in my
lie more?
experiences.
That's fine.
But it all depends, I think.
I think it's equal. I just think women are better at lying and we don't get caught as much.
Or they lie about different things.
But men suck at it, so they always get caught.
+1. Yeah, no, I think everyone lies equally.
You think it's equal? I'm surprised by that answer.
Women lie more.
Women lie more.
Women definitely lie more.
Explain.
Women lie all the damn time. They lie about like, oh, their friend looks good. They lie about all the shit in the world. They lie every.
Yeah, but that could be the truth.
They
in our
lie
eyes.
every other sentence.
We know their
like,
personality.
The person
It makes it look better. I swear.
No,
Personality
absolutely
makes it
not. They lie if their kids look cute. They lie about
Yeah, but
everything.
that's like
We talking
programmed in your
about
brain.
practice, not a game, not a
Bro,
game. We talking.
Listen,
If I show you my friend, she probably looks good. If I'm like,
yeah.
I'm gonna say that
But
one.
Probably just not gonna bring that.
But if that friend is around and you ask if she looks cute, she's gonna say, yeah, she looks cute.
No, I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it
yeah.
your type? No.
No, I'm
Stop the
saying
cap.
if she asks you if she looks cute, you're gonna say, yeah, you look cute, girl.
I'm like,
No one
that
damn well she
outfit
don't
looks
look
good
cute.
on you for sure.
I guess that's fair.
That's crazy.
Your hair looks great.
It doesn't.
Shit.
Shit looks terrible.
But I don't even think that's like. Yeah, it's lying.
Yes, it's
But
lying.
that's like just
Yes.
But you're trying to like boost their confidence. And you
that-
don't want them to change
and that's
again.
and they have a reason for lying.
But
I'm not
is that
saying that they
lying?
don't have a. It's a lie. It's a lie.
Yeah, y'all men lie for no reason. That's right.
No, men lie for actual reasons. Men lie. Men lie because women are always asking a bunch of shit that is none of their fucking business. Women ask a lot of questions which force men to lie because men understand that
Women's fault.
I'm telling you why men lie. Men lie because women want a bunch of information that has nothing to do with them, and because men have learned throughout their entire experience on dealing with women that women fall in love with what they hear. They tell them what they want to hear, just like you guys just admitted to telling your fucking friends what they want to hear. Women lie more. Women, your entire face is a lie. Those aren't your eyebrows. Those aren't your lashes. That isn't your makeup. You don't look like that. It's a lie. Women
You're right.
lie.
I'm cuter without it. Thank you.
Okay, then don't wear it.
Damn.
Then don't wear it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Because at the end of the day, it's a fucking lie. Because I can't erase
Okay, what
my
about y'all
face.
with
You
beards
either
and
fight
hats and all that shit?
beard.
That's the same
this
type of
grows
shit.
like this.
We're not talking about yours. Okay, we're not talking about you again, Troy. Okay, this isn't about you.
But beards just grow
In
like that. Some
general,
men grow
in
them.
general.
Some men grow them. Some men can't grow them. Trust me, I'm lining up struggle beards all the
When a
time.
man has a hat in the
Spray shit.
club,
That spray shit in there.
his hairline is gone.
That's not true. I wear hats all the time. I have a great hairline.
We're not talking about you, Troy. We're talking about in general.
Yeah.
I don't have.
Oh hell no! What is
I
that?
don't have a hairline.
Let's see.
He ain't got
Yeah,
one
but
at
you
all.
represent it. You're bald.
Yeah.
You don't like let the fucking.
Yes, men do
2
hatfish,
inches.
but that's 2 examples to nails,
It's better than
eyelashes, and foundation. Your skin's not even that color.
Mine is though.
You
Now
are.
what?
Fake
Yeah, but I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, well, okay, we're not talking about. She's like, wait, hold on.
I'm talking about women in general. Women in general lie more. You lie to your friends. You lie to coworkers. You lie to everyone you talk to because you guys are more socially aware and you'd rather not piss somebody off for no fucking reason. And then when you want to tell the truth, you guys are mean. And you're doing it on purpose.
Damn,
when
so
you
who's
don't
to
lie,
blame though? Because also I feel like lying comes as a form of safety too. Like, how do I get myself out of this situation so I don't put myself in a situation that could end up dangerous for me?
When your friend asks you if she looks fat in his
No,
dress?
no, I'm talking about just lying in general. When you're out like with dudes and they're talking to you and you're cornered by fucking guys, or like when you're in different social settings and you're like, damn, I kind of gotta like get out of here. Like I'm at a party.
Sure,
I feel
but that's
uncomfortable. I
reasonable.
kind of gotta like lie.
That's still
and, like,
lying,
do the
though.
thing.
Still
But it's
Sure,
lying.
that's reasonable. Men do the same thing. If I'm around, if I stumble into a Crip neighborhood and I'm wearing all red,
So
I'm
we've
gonna
all
make
found
some
our
shit up too.
we've all found our reasons to lie.
But you said men lie to appease women, but now women lie more than men.
You
Yes.
guys lie about more. Yes, you lie.
Yes.
You
A
lie.
lot of the math ain't mathing.
How is it not mathing? You guys lie about a lot more. Like
Yes.
I said, from your aesthetics to the things that you say to the responses that you give to people, and then yes, here's the biggest thing is women tend to. I wouldn't say they don't cheat as much, but they're not. See, here's the thing. You don't have to go looking for attention. We do, right? So since we go looking for attention from other women, when you do start asking too many questions, that puts us into that corner that you were talking about of not feeling safe and having to lie. You know what I'm saying? Because women can fuck your entire life up. They can break things. You can't hit them. You know what I'm saying? So you're,
is true.
you know,
That's fair.
so they can break things. They can. If you guys have a lease together, they can kick you out. They can put kids in the way. There's all kind of things that all kinds of power women have. So when because a man's not doing something he's supposed to be doing, he's wrong. Don't get me wrong. He is wrong. He's lying. He's making bad decisions. But you back him into that corner, and that's why he lies. However, since he knows that he's been out flirting with a woman that he shouldn't have, or hopping in a DM he shouldn't have, we don't bother you as much. So you don't have to lie about the attention that you get from other men because we're not asking about it. See,
So
when you
what's
go
the
looking,
antidote?
when you go looking for trouble, you're gonna find it. And women look for trouble in their relationship, and they always tend to find it. So that's why you guys think men lie, because you guys are always looking for them to lie. So you start asking a bunch of questions that force them to say something to dead a conversation. Just like you said, I don't want these men hollered at me. I feel cornered. So let me dead this situation. I have a boyfriend, I need to go. Even though neither one of those are true statements. Okay? So we lie, I'm not talking to anybody, don't go through my phone. Dead the situation. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, because you guys are looking for trouble. So
but are they doing that?
what do you mean?
But I'm saying, but do they have people in their DMs? Do they have people in their threads? Is there a reason that someone's asking the question? Because it actually might be true.
If he's lying, then yeah, it probably is true.
Here's
So
also,
so then we're all out here lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you guys go looking for things in a relationship to be wrong, which force men to lie because we've been.
But if you're fucking up anyways,
Trained.
could it just be the
Yeah,
intuition?
but you can also just mind your fucking business. We have intuition too.
Wait, just mind your
how
business.
come,
I'm just
how
cheating.
come if you show,
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss for a reason.
let's say you show proof to a man, how come they still lie when you have the proof?
Then what is monogamy?
Oh, sometimes you gotta die with the lie.
Damn.
No, like, seriously,
I hate
you
to
can
see that.
literally-
You ain't never died with a lie?
You gotta die with the lie.
No, I honestly,
I don't lie.
do, like, I actually tell my friends, I'm
Are
like,
you
Besides
lying
my
right
face,
now?
I
You
know.
dying with a lie?
Why
the fuck you lying?
I got lying shit.
I've even told her, I'm like, I take pride in the fact that I can take accountability and like own shit. Like that also comes with a lot of, you know, growing up and shit. But how come? But that's not my question. My question is, it's not about me or anybody else. Why can you show something to a man and it's literally in their face and you're like, that's not me. I didn't do that. I didn't say that. And it's literally like them.
Because
They're delusional.
No, why can't they just say, you know what, that was me? Like, why can't they just own up to it? It's right
the
there.
fear of losing you.
Damn, the fear of losing me should have made you not do it in the first place.
Yeah.
that sounds nice.
Sounds good.
That sounds nice,
How
but women
afraid are
want women want quality, men want quantity. So there's none of you can sexually satisfy your man by yourself. It's not happening. So we're always going to be looking
Wait.
for other women, and that's just our nature. So yes, we don't want to lose
Okay,
you.
so what's the
and the
answer?
reason we don't, and the proof behind that is the simple fact that 70 to 80% of breakups and divorce are initiated by women. Women leave men. Men don't leave women. Men leave women for 2 fucking reasons. You're an insufferable bitch, or you cheated. Because we take breakups and cheating way differently than you, because women cheat different.
It's emotion.
Exactly. You're not going to fuck somebody you don't like. Not like, I mean,
I agree with that.
Or you're already checked out of the relationship with that man before you decide to cheat. I don't have to know a bitch's name nor like her to sleep with her. Okay? So,
What was your name again?
And I don't have to see her again. It can simply be, I wanted to see them titties jiggle. I wanted to see that ass cock. Whatever the case may be. Or she said she didn't have a gag reflex, so I wanted to see for myself. You know? But the point is that, you know, it's so much different. Also because vagina gets the job done no matter what. All dick don't get the job done. And then guess what you're doing? You're having that man who's not going to take you from me because he don't want you either because he knows you're a cheater. So he's going to send your ass back to me after he had his way with you.
Okay, so what's the answer with the whole lying thing?
Why they're lying when he told you.
That was a legit answer?
Yes.
Yeah,
But you
true.
lying about what's in your
darker
face is
one.
making it worse, right?
Yeah.
Was it DeMarco?
I'm not saying it's
He
not.
said, yeah.
I'm not saying it's not making it worse. I'm saying, but that's still the
You
reason.
just think it's gonna fix it. You think it's gonna make it
yeah,
die down.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so that's the
Let's take a
answer.
shot.
But you
It's
think,
getting heavy.
but that would just the lying about it could just make it worse.
No, you're right. It probably would make it worse.
So how do we make this better? How do people not lie? How do you get people who are going to be faithful and truthful and trustworthy and loyal to one another? What is the antidote? What do we do?
The simple answer to that is if a woman wants a monogamous man and or person, lower your standards.
At this point, I want none.
Really, nigga?
Yes,
want none of it.
lower your standards. See, the thing is women have, at least for men, have all of these check boxes. Dating app statistics back this up. Just polls and surveys back this up. 80% of women prefer their man to be 6 feet or taller. That's only 15% of the country. Women in a study done say that they want their man to make 56% more than they do. So if a man, so if you make 100 grand, she prefer, doesn't mean that she wouldn't accept anything different, but she would prefer her man make 156 grand a year. Okay. So just putting it 6 feet and 6 figures, you've eliminated literally 300 million people. And in the man's space of that, because just about half of the country is male and female.
Forgot about race.
Yeah. If you like black men, you put that number under 3%. If you like black men who are in shape, under 40 and not married, now you're in less than 1% of availability. Okay?
What?
So, you can't expect that person who is checking all of these boxes, and everything I just said didn't include handsome, funny, charming, romantic, sweet, kind, good in bed.
I think you have to sacrifice one of those in a person.
One, you gotta sacrifice a lot of that shit.
Yeah, if you want somebody to answer your question, if you want someone who is going to not lie and be monogamous, you need to eliminate people with options. Now, here's another problem with that. Once a pretty woman gives an average dude a chance, other pretty women see that. And
Trust me,
women
I know.
are assholes. And women need social proof.
And guess what he has now? Options.
Bitches. Okay?
You guys are literally speaking my whole life, and I'm
Never
leaving.
dating a man again.
I'm always going down. Next thing you know,
Because think about it. If you were 6 feet tall, right?
Who's asking?
I am.
Who's asking?
Yeah, I'm
Why?
Okay, you're 6 feet tall. You're pretty. If you dated a man who was 5'6",
She has.
I've dated somebody
Let me
5'7".
finish. 5'6", out of shape,
Yep.
okay, and broke, every woman who sees you with him is gonna be like, he's gotta have a 12-inch cock.
No, everyone's like, oh, he's rich. Or,
Yeah, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're gonna look at it like, what the fuck is she doing with him? You know what I'm saying?
He's dumb, dude.
So
He was funny, huh?
He was real funny.
Hey, humor gets you far though.
but yeah, that's just the cold hard truth. And whether you want to hear it or not, that's just the way it goes. And that's no different from dating, women to women, man to man. If a motherfucker's got options, they're going to exercise them more than people that don't. Now, that's not everybody. There are exceptions to rules, but exceptions don't make the rules. Okay? That's just how it goes. Door sizes in the country are 6'8". Does that mean 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" motherfuckers are not walking around?
No, this has got 9 foot ceilings.
Well, no, I'm just saying the door heights across the country is just 6'8".
They're short.
6'8". That's not short.
Well, you know what I mean. Short when if you're.
The point is that there's motherfuckers walking around taller than that, and people who make houses don't give a shit. You need to duck to get in here because you're not the majority, so you don't matter as much as everyone else. Just like cars, DeMarco, how many of your cars can you move back and sit comfortably in?
Damn, not calling mine his car choice.
But how about all of them you sit comfortably in? You don't sit comfortably. I've watched you get into that bed. It's not made for niggas your height, okay? My car, I don't fit in that bitch either. You know what I'm saying? And no one can sit behind me.
Cheers to men who are over 6 feet.
Oh yeah.
Hallelujah.
I don't know if I want to cheers to that.
And cheers to the 5'10", 5'11".
Don't lie about their height.
So don't lie about their height.
That's what I need, a pro baller.
You don't want that.
I don't know about that.
Nothing good comes from it. Honestly, nothing good comes
Except-
from really much. You might as well actually.
You know why? Because they have options.
Find someone who
Everybody
does
has
the same
options. You might as well
things.
go for them because everybody else is just
Set your
as
boundaries
much
in the
not shit
beginning.
as them.
Fair.
You're funny, you get the women. Okay. Well,
Richie had a good comment. Women are the feds, though.
Oh,
for sure.
Better
Listen,
lead in.
you
See,
wanna
this is where I need Alexis
you know,
in
I'm
the
not even gonna out
conversation.
myself. Never mind.
No, women are extremely
This
I wanna
generation
tell you
raised
this.
a
And the reason why
whole-
women, I don't even think women are better at lying than men. I think that women just so happen to be better at uncovering truth.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's actually good. Yeah.
I have a friend last week who had been talking to this dude on Hinge for 4 months. Saw him in LA. He acted funny after they fucked. Came back here. He kind of just fizzled off. This bitch came back the next day and was like, I found out that he's going through a divorce. I said, how did you find that out? She goes, well, $26 later and on the internet,
She
I
should have
found
found
his
out.
divorce.
She should have found out like 4 days after matching on Hinge.
She had to pay $26 to find that out.
No, that's a good question.
Like FBI agent level
I asked this
investigation.
on a past episode. How much research or investigating do you do before a first date?
Before the first, I mean, I might not have a lot of
I'm
information.
researching period because I'm not about to waste
You
my
don't do
time.
it too much? Yeah.
No.
Ooh, I got a question.
Not until I find out shady shit.
When you're
then I
dating
I do.
someone, should you
All I need
is
is
it
their phone
appropriate to
number.
look at their Twitter timeline and see what they post?
Their Twitter.
Honestly,
don't
I
have
think
Twitter,
a lot of stuff
so-
it shows their character because they could act one way in front of you.
I think
But how-
Twitter specifically is a really interesting platform to see what people post just like out in the world for people to see.
Yeah,
You
so
guys
I
are
gotta get Twitter?
You guys are so ass backwards, or at least.
Are we? How?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but I know that my posts and me in person are complete opposites.
She said Twitter specifically.
I know, but whether it's Twitter or Instagram, I post the same shit. I post it to every platform.
You do.
Yeah, I post.
Yeah, but you're not
And I
everybody.
post
You're not you're not an average
controversial
man.
shit.
Right, but you're not an average man.
No, but
You
I
stand out.
but
You're
I
special.
post controversial shit online.
Not the Twitter.
It's called X now. But I post controversial shit on the internet on purpose, and I'm completely different in person.
Would you search someone? Like, would you before meeting them?
No, men don't give a shit.
You right.
We
You've already
do-
established that.
We don't care about anything if we're except being physically
No.
attracted.
We check one thing:
What's that?
mutual followers.
That's true.
I don't.
But honestly, I look for more like if you have a girlfriend and no, and I will find it.
The mutual followers is actually really
Mutual
interesting.
followers as well because look, I followed guys before, and you can probably agree with this. If you see, I swear, there's a certain handful of women. If you see them, they're always the same mutuals, the same women, and they always know them the same way.
Okay,
And if I
always
see like a
one.
handful, I'm like, those 5 bitches follow him. Nope, I'm not interested.
Why?
Because I always know, no. Because there's a certain handful of women.
What, that they're hoes or something?
Local women or like influencer?
Local.
So they're hoes? Is what you're saying?
Local hoes?
Just I know too much about these women that I want to even want to.
Same watering hole.
Yeah, I'm good.
Also,
Yeah,
check
but you
tax
also don't
photos.
want a man that women don't.
I don't ever do that.
You don't want a man that other women don't want.
Why?
I started following her
Because
recently.
that's not something you're
mutual friend. I was
attracted
like,
to.
oh, that's even better.
You're not attracted to women that, or to men that other women aren't attracted to.
I don't know about that.
So what about when
On
you
a
really
balance
start
of
to like
probability.
someone?
You should see my ex 2 times.
You should see all my exes.
And
No
they're
offense.
My last one was
and they're
bad.
exes for a reason. You guys keep missing that point. You guys are missing that point.
But-
what you've done in the past has nothing to do with what we're talking about, because if they
Yeah.
were what you wanted, they'd still be here.
But if we
true.
wanted to settle like most
That's very true.
females
If you had the man you wanted,
relationships.
if you had the man you wanted, you'd still have it.
But I feel like that's
What if he left her?
relationships.
That's not what happened.
Oh.
How many times have you been broken up with? Exactly. They don't get broken up with.
This-
Niggas don't leave.
Yes, we do.
Troy, we're a little
Mutual breakup.
Okay, then pause it and go back in. We
What about
got
mutual
45
breakup?
minutes. We got
Oh, we're back?
um,
What's the audio mixer stuff on the right? We gotta take that off.
We're back.
So I can see
maybe
the
she send
comments.
that.
You had another question. What was another question that we did?
Has it been choppy from the beginning, guys?
No, it was
Start
like
over.
5 minutes in.
God,
Or
imagine.
5 minutes before we cut off.
Okay. Did you restart a whole new one?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. I apologize.
All right. Let's move on.
Moving on.
All right.
Damn, your nipples are out in that picture.
they stay out.
They look good
They
though.
stay out.
They really do. They look great.
He would pick that shit. It's so annoying. You couldn't pick the one with ass out or something? You just had to.
All right. So, top 3 preferences for your future husband or person,
Thank you for being inclusive.
and 3 reasons why he should choose you. And we'll start with you.
Wait, where's the question first? Physical wise or
Top 3 preferences, whatever it is.
physical and 3 each?
Whatever.
Internal and physical.
Whatever those top 3 is. If physical is one of your top 3, then make it one of your top 3. If it's not one of your top 3, then don't mention it. Top 3
Top 6.
preferences. The most important 3
Okay.
preferences in your husband.
Oh, what they have?
And
Or person.
Or it could vary when we get to the person, but we'll talk about men, sure. So I need someone who is ambitious. Like that is really, 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 very, very, very important to me. Like ambition. I'm gonna just tag integrity onto that. Like has purpose and is spiritually grounded, and then I want someone who's bigger than me. Physically, I want someone who's bigger than me.
Okay.
Those would be my
And
3.
3 reasons why he should choose you.
Because I'm a real motherfucker, 1.
Okay.
The second one is I'm incredibly loving and caring and can really hold and balance my masculine and feminine in a beautiful, fluid way, I would like to see. And 3, I don't know how else to say it. I'm very spiritually tapped in, and I feel like I have a lot to share with the world and a lot to share with the person. And I feel like whoever I end up with, we're just gonna like really grow and elevate, build, and make something fucking great. Fuck with me.
You know, I got it.
Hello, motherfucker.
And I give great head.
Okay. Just threw that in.
Should have led with that. Should have led with that.
Sold.
Communication. You gotta be funny, and you have to be selfless. And then I have to say something about myself.
Yeah,
You gotta say 3
reasons,
things
3
about
reasons
yourself.
why that man should choose you. And but before you start, communication. Actually, go do your other 3, and then I want to get back to communication. But go ahead.
I don't know.
3 reasons why he should pick you.
I don't know. I don't like that.
Try.
I've got 2 right off top.
It's gonna be about my tits.
Absolutely. That's 1 and 2. What's the third?
It's more than physical, y'all.
Indeed.
Yeah, not physical.
Yeah. Cause I'm funny as fuck. I can cook.
I'm not finished.
Prove it.
I'm not.
I'll whip you up some.
Thank you.
And I don't know. I'm ride or die if I fuck with you.
I hope so.
I hope so too, Kodak.
Okay. Now, I want to specify communication because before we get to you, Taylor, I want to go back around the table with who is better at communicating. Male
Whoever's
or-
done the more work.
True. That's perfect.
and then what do you consider communication? Like, what do you need from that person, like, communication-wise? Because that was one of your big three.
Yeah, I just think like in arguments, like not shutting down, like being able to talk through things. And you don't need to text me all day, but if you're gonna be busy at work or whatever and we're together, like just let me know, hey, I'm gonna have a busy day, like I'll hit you up tonight, like things like that. Not just go MIA for like 7 hours. I don't like that shit.
Okay. You know what? That's been a common trend on this show. Women expressing that they want us to tell them that we're busy. But if you're dealing with a man, don't you already know he's busy? Because successful men are always busy.
Yep.
And shouldn't it just be
You can still tell me.
I know, but for what?
No, but your work schedule
here-
is different depending on what you do. Like if you cut hair, I get it. You're working with clients. You're not gonna be on your phone. But if you work from home and you're just fucking on your laptop, like.
You don't know. They could
that what
be.
we
That's my point. Hey, I have hella meetings back to back.
No, but
I'm not
if you're
gonna be able
dealing
to.
with them long enough, I mean, so you're saying communication early on, but if you're
Yeah.
with someone, this is your husband.
Well, if you're like,
talking about,
well, that's different.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking
I
about
don't
your
have a
husband.
husband, so I'm
But
not
I'm talking about. That's why I said the big three for your husband. So you're saying
Oh, yeah.
communication. So and that the example you're using is, if you're with a man, like the man that you want is gonna be busy because there's not a successful person on the planet that doesn't have shit to do.
Okay, well, I forgot to use my husband, so.
Okay, so do you have a different big three?
Oh yeah. That.
No, but I mean, communication is so important, whether it's like we're fighting and we need to like figure shit out, like just being able to like work through things and like communicate on the level we both
I agree
want.
with that.
But so here's my biggest issue with that is like I'm a huge supporter of picking your battles. So it ain't that I can't talk this out right now. It's that it's not worth it to talk it out right now.
But
to
then
you
that's
or to
different
her?
To
than you
me.
say.
But if it's
it's not
important to
something I
her-
want to talk about
I
right
get
now.
that, but the problem is women pick more fights than men.
True.
So
Well, you're dating
if
a
it's
woman, so-
okay, but I'm saying pick my battles because we've got two options. That's when you become that insufferable bitch that I want to leave because you're always picking every battle.
Yikes.
You're picking every battle when I could
Well, I'm
not do
talking about
that.
myself. And
No, I get that, but I'm just saying women in general. So women in general pick every fucking battle. I'm upset. We need to address it. You're going to talk my way through it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like, no.
But if you love somebody and that's the communication she needs and the reassurance she needs, you better give that shit to her.
But not if it's all the time.
Then
see
you
what I'm
shouldn't be with somebody like
Okay,
that.
which is why I said those are the reasons that men leave.
That's
if
fair.
she cheats and or if she's insufferable. And complaining from women is insufferable.
But if she
because-
needs certain communication and that's what she wants and you can't give that to her, then you guys are not compatible and you shouldn't be together.
No. But I get that. But here's the thing. Again, we're going back to the man that she actually wants. He's doing so many more things that are more important than this communication she needs right now. Does that make sense? Like, he's doing so many things to enhance your life, and all he's asking from you is to give me peace. Chill out. Stop finding problems.
But you're speaking on yourself. And
No,
your
that's what men
situation.
want. Ryan, do you want peace?
Yes.
Dennison, do you want peace?
Indeed.
DeMarco, do you want peace? Okay, we want peace. So communication isn't something we're bad at. We just don't want to do it 3, 4, 5, 7 times a week.
Well, that's the females you're fucking with.
No,
So-
it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm talking about men in general.
Yeah, but I'm talking about myself and the communication I need. I'm not
Okay.
saying I need.
Well, but the example I gave was that women choose way more battles, and all I'm saying is to choose less battles, you to get better communication is what I'm getting at.
fair.
You choose less battles, will be more accountable and have more integrity and be able to communicate more if we can sit there and be like, you know what? I've been on some bullshit for about 2 weeks and she finally snapped. Maybe I should address this. But if it's 2, 3, 4 times a week, 2, 3, 4 times a month, and I'm doing so much because here's the thing. This is what women fail to understand. 90% of what a good man does for his woman in a relationship is everything he can to make your life easier. My money is our money. Your money is your money. I'm going out here and doing everything I need to do to make sure that your life is comfortable. That includes the garbage man to the most successful businessman. He's not going out there and getting his hands dirty and doing hard labor work to oppress you. He's doing it so you can get your fucking nails done. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, men are doing this hard work to give you a better life. We don't have the opportunity, nor are we allowed to be super duper emotional and complain to you about our goddamn days. And complain to you about this shit. But you're saying communication. So, like, women use communication and emotional intelligence as a buzz term to basically say, I want a man responsible enough and emotionally strong enough to deal with my shit. But our shit never gets to be displayed in a relationship multiple times throughout a relationship the way a woman's does.
Taylor, well, that's different. We're just different.
I think also some men just don't know how to fucking communicate, and that's that.
Yeah.
She's just saying what she needs.
Yeah,
I get that, but I'm talking to all of you about communication because the whole point is that I could complain about so many parts of my day. I can complain about all of my stress.
But complaining is not communication.
But that's what y'all do.
You're putting us in a category, so that's
it's
not fair.
General, not you.
You're speaking
Caitlin.
about how you are. Let's not speak how she is.
No. I'm speaking about men in general.
You just said something about you.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I did say I could.
So I'm just speaking about myself.
Men could complain about stress. Men could complain about how hard their day was. Men could come home and say, work was so tough. Just
trust me.
I didn't like the way my boss was talking to me today.
You might not, but a lot of men do.
And you don't respect those men.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Okay. How you gonna tell me what I do and what I don't?
Because no one.
How you literally gonna tell me what I do and what I don't?
Because it's not a respectable trait.
To who?
To who?
A man bitching about his boss and feeling inadequate.
He's allowed to express how he feels just like I do.
How is that respectable?
I'm like, damn, babe, tell me about your day. Damn, that happened. I'm like, what the bitch do? I need to walk up in there. What she do?
All right. Anyway, all right, Taylor, your top three.
Stop it. Get some help.
For real.
What's your top three, Taylor?
Top three for your husband and 3 reasons why he should pick you.
Top 6. Let's see. Top 3. I love a handsome face. Just
sucker for a smile.
Yeah, just gotta have a nice seat, you know? No.
That jawline is meant to smile.
My mind's telling me no.
This is probably a recent one, but how someone speaks to me in moments of conflict is probably not my number one. That's become my number one recently.
So
that has to do with communication.
Don't call me a bitch when you're angry.
Don't say that.
I hope so.
And I think being driven.
Like a blueberry.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
I think being driven and passionate is up there as well.
Driven and passionate. Okay. And 3 reasons why he should pick you.
Non-obvious reasons. See, but I'm just gonna say this because I'm scared Troy's gonna be like, "That's a red flag."
Say it. It's your. He asked you a question, so it's your answer before he gets to
I think the fact that if it's probably why I want it too is the fact that I'm driven and passionate is very important. I mean, I can't ask that in someone else if I can't really do that either. But I'm super driven and passionate. I'm super, super fucking thoughtful, almost like annoying thoughtful, and I'm self-aware.
It's good.
I can take accountability for a lot of shit, even if I don't have to.
What about you?
Oh,
go ahead.
I'm a green flag?
I think
No. I'll get to all of you in a second.
This is a very interesting question to me because, like, I think a lot of the stuff that people want is.
You want to sit in?
A lot of.
Good.
Come join.
I think a lot of the stuff that people want are mirrors So
He said, "What's your definition of super thought?" Keep going. We'll get there.
I think a lot of stuff that people want from their significant other is a mirroring effect. So you want a lot of things that you think that you display, and then also you want things that you may be weak in. So for me, like the mirroring aspect is I need someone that's super intelligent because you have to keep me engaged conversationally. So obviously be physically attractive, and I'm physically attracted to you. So
Top three.
Those are two mirrors. So that's two.
All right.
And then the third one would
Mirrors. So he said that I'm physically hella attractive too. So I
better
need this shit back.
You better fucking tell him.
Get my shit on.
Why the fuck you lying?
Press no button.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, Dennis is supposed to be on our team, and he'd be fucking dogging us.
Yeah, I see. And the third one would be probably just someone who's kind-hearted. Like, you gotta have a big heart. And then mine, I think my biggest gift is perspective. So like, even like listening here in these conversations, like when you say stuff, I understand where you're coming from, and I can understand what circumstances may make you feel that way. And then when they speak, I can see where they're coming from as well. So the ability to diffuse situations is based upon perspective. So being able to put yourself in that person's shoes. So even though I don't feel she's right, I can put myself in her shoes and understand why her mentality is what it is and why she may feel that way. And then it's my choice to continue to go on pursuing that or not pursuing that based upon that individual perspective. It also helps diffuse in fights and that type of stuff. So I don't get in a lot of arguments with women. So I think that's one of my biggest gifts, and then that I have to offer. And I don't know. I just think that thoughtfulness, like, you know, I'm pretty creative. You know, people always hit me up to go to all the fly shit. So
Brian's just a good dude. I love that.
Put it just on me, Dennis.
I hate Keenan.
What did he say? Ryan a baddie.
Ryan, baddie. Who he a baddie? You know what he want.
So I'll give you mine, and then I'll go back and address theirs. 3 things I'm looking for from my wife is fit, feminine, friendly. It's very fucking simple.
Triple S. So Instagram meme.
Most men are extremely simple. We're not difficult to please. Is being smart awesome? Yes. Is it a requirement? Absolutely not. Is being ambitious nice? Yes. Is it a requirement? Absolutely not. Is being financially stable awesome? Sure. Very low on the fucking totem pole, because women do not share resources, they extract resources. So it's not necessary for my woman to have those things. Whether, like, people like to say that people kind of date on a socio-economical equality level, which is in general true. Middle class dates middle class, broke dates broke, and so on. Rich typically dates rich, but it's never really like a rich, successful woman dating a rich, successful man. It's a inheritance woman or a parents' money type of woman who is able to be in the same rooms with men who make a lot of money.
Vice versa, though.
Vice versa. No, women don't date down. So it's
no,
not
I'm
vice
saying
versa.
men who are trust fund babies and men who have parents' money.
Sure, that's
that's
a thing
true.
too.
Women do date down.
That's
by
a
the
thing
way.
too. No, women don't date down for a long
Okay.
time. Okay, they will do it, but they won't do it long term. We already said that because you guys all
said that.
agreed. You agreed that you were not taking care of a man for the majority of his life. You were not going to date a man who makes significantly less money than you for a long period of time. You may deal with it for a while, but at some point you're gonna get your feminine energy is going to be like, why am I working so hard for this bum? It's going to tap in.
Well,
So
You
wait,
just-
what
just
are your
because he makes
what,
less money doesn't make him a bum.
what were the things that what were your 3 things?
Oh yeah,
You
what
didn't finish.
Why,
Fit
as to
feminine.
why to pick me?
Oh yeah.
Well, I wasn't finished what I was saying.
Oh,
She
listening.
sidetracked me. And so did you.
Gaslight.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
All of the things that you guys mentioned that were reasons to pick you are, with the exception of your answers, actually, are very similar to most women. I'm a hard worker, I'm ambitious, I'm thoughtful, I'm funny, whatever. It's like, for the most part...
What are yours, though?
I'm not finished.
Got it. Okay, I'm following you. Don't know where you're trailing.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is because I was explaining as to why fit, feminine, friendly were the only ones that mattered.
Got it.
Okay, so all of the things that you guys mentioned are nice, but most women have those things. Okay, so the reasons a woman should pick me is I'm with Ryan on that one. I'm very good at perspective. Now,
you are not. No, you're not.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You guys are hearing perspectives that other men have never told you. I'm telling you the truth with what most men are unwilling to say to you. Do I believe everything that I'm saying? I started the show with, I don't know if I'm right about everything. But if you disagree, I need you to make it make sense. So, because I'm also more lenient on a lot of the shit that I'm saying. Most of what I say has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with the average man in the world that you guys don't see. This is a dating podcast trying to make relationships better. Okay? So, women have all of these requirements. Men have few requirements. Women want this from a man. Men want this from a woman. Okay? This is not... it's not hard to understand. You guys know it. Everyone knows it. Women have more requirements of men than men have of women. Okay? Now, that being said, I'm pointing all these things out, which is why my top 3 were fit, feminine, friendly. The reason a woman should pick me is because of all of the things that that woman wants. I'm over 6 feet. I make over 6 figures. I'm choosing 3. I'm over 6 feet. I make over 6 figures, and I'm funny. Okay? Those are the reasons a woman should pick me. But I also have all the other shit that you guys are talking about on this list. Okay? So you win with me. All right? Now, the difference between what I just listed and what you guys listed are things that most women have. Most men can't say what I just said. So what I'm offering is rarer than what you're offering. Does that make sense?
To you, yeah.
No, to everybody.
No, I mean, what you're saying is a fact.
It's a fact.
Yeah, but I've also had men tell me that, like, I've never dated a girl that can communicate this with X, Y, Z. Like,
yeah, that's a specific example. But what he's saying is
he does specific examples too. No. Do you think intelligence is important?
Yes.
You already said that, right?
Yeah.
You don't.
It's not as important as being fit, feminine, and friendly.
Is being financially
The 3
stable important
Fs.
to you?
Yes.
You guys have completely opposite.
It's actually, you said.
Where does that rank? Do you want to rank them? Let's rank them. I haven't seen Ryan in a year. I have no idea what he's going to say, and I'm not trying to influence his answers.
He's definitely an intellectual.
What? I'll let y'all rattle them off, and you rank them from 1 to 10.
Okay.
Let's do 10 things.
Yeah.
What should we start with?
Looks.
She said financial.
Oh yeah, financially stable.
About 5.
Self-aware.
About 4.
Damn. Fit. Physically fit. Not attractive. Fit.
6. Maybe 7.
6 maybe.
To me, fit means attractive.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the
fit
definition.
means attractive?
There. Yes.
Okay, then we're jumping that up.
All right.
So probably 3.
Friendly, kind-hearted.
7.
Close with her family.
10.
Intellectual, intelligent.
2.
Wants children.
Well, see, we should have listed these out because he's already put numbers on.
Yeah.
I can write them down.
I'm doing it.
Write them down.
I'm doing it in my head though.
Wait, 10 is important?
No, 1's important.
One's important.
Right now, intelligent is winning, and then
once children isn't really on the list.
Okay.
I'm 36 now. Most women I date either have children or don't want children.
I hope so.
I don't know what else.
What else you got?
Can't even name 10 things that I mentioned.
Well, I can't. I was going to take down.
Oh shit!
Passionate, ambitious.
8.
Big ass.
No, that's
that's
attractive.
That's
No, you think?
Yeah.
What if she's fit but she has a flat ass and no boobs?
No. Attractive.
That's possible.
Whatever he thinks attractive.
Whatever
Kind of
you
ugly
deem
ass
attractive.
face with big ass titties.
Yeah.
attractive.
Yeah. So whatever you deem is attractive. So that
Is
that
teeth
encompasses
included
all
in
that.
that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that encompasses
Style.
all of that.
Everything is included in it.
Style.
I'm glad you brought that up.
That's in fit. That's in attractive. They're
No,
both-
style's different.
Style is different.
Oh, now all of a sudden it's
I mean,
different.
listen, it is. Here's why I say that. There's women that I've dated that like I gave them style.
Okay.
Oh.
You mean the style that you like?
No.
No, Ryan's just a fly dude.
No.
He is fly. Yeah, I know he's fly.
Stop it.
Like they started dressing the type of way like after.
That you like?
All right, he's about 10 in.
Because your fly might be different than what someone else
He's
is.
about 10
He
in,
is?
and all of the things that you guys
So
mentioned.
what's number
as
one?
to
'Cause you never
why-
put something as number
Wait,
one.
what is number one? Because they didn't even give you a number one.
No, he didn't put it in.
I know because none of what you said was number one.
I said intellectual was.
No, number
You
two.
said
I
two.
said that was two.
You said
Yeah.
two.
So what did I
I
say?
said 3.
Oh,
You didn't say anything from
You said you had it in your head.
Damn it. Come back to me.
Okay, now just for shits and giggles, Dennison, they're gonna ask you the same questions, and I want you to rank them 1 to 10.
Oh my.
Please
Hey,
make
can we
them-
write them down?
No, because at this point they don't believe shit that I say, so I want to hear.
No,
other
your
men's
list is
perspectives.
way different than his.
No, it wasn't.
You said financial stable all the way the last one. He said it's number 4.
No. I said where does it rank? It's not as important as fit, feminine, and friendly.
Yeah.
I said is being.
Did he not say financial stable is at the lowest in total?
You did say lowest.
He put it at 8.
He put he put it 4.
No, I did not put it at 6.
No, you put it 4. You put it at
We
4.
should have been writing.
Rewind
Can
the
you guys
tape.
help us
Yeah,
in the comments
rewind
who
it.
have been watching?
Rewind the tape.
Pastor Ryan.
Rewind
We're
the
like,
tape.
oh wow, because
No,
you put the
that's-
family thing number 10. I was like,
That's because what we want from you is not what you want from us. Women say things like, "I want to know how he treats his mom." You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know too many men who are disrespectful to their moms. So I don't even know why that's a requirement. But
family
you guys
oriented.
can ask Dennison if you'd like. But if you
It's
want to
okay.
do the same exercise with me, I will rank my thought process, and I guarantee you, mine is very close to the general populace of males.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody's individual.
We should have them do it all separately.
No. Everybody's individual, but and they may tweak here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But where I would rank what's important in a woman at 1 to 10, please throw them out there. Like
Self-aware.
self-aware.
No, we're not gonna do this with Troy.
No, do the same.
do it with me.
Self-aware.
Self-aware.
But he doesn't know what's gonna be asked
Spiritually
next.
grounded.
Spiritually grounded. What does
Spiritually
that mean?
grounded. That they have 10 toes on the ground. That they're not fucking whimsy and like magical and dreamy. Like they're tapped into themselves. They know who they
Isn't
are.
that self-aware?
Self-awareness is kind of like how you move in the world. Spiritually tapped in is understanding that there's something like bigger than this fucking podcast and all of us. Like
I'd put it in the same category.
bigger than this podcast.
nothing is bigger than this.
Wait, we should write them down and tell
Wait,
them.
yeah. Self-aware was what?
Self-aware, I put it 7. The spiritually, can I tie that into like religious and all that other
Sure.
stuff?
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
10.
Okay. Fit.
Attractive, you know what I mean.
It's all in one, right?
Including style, it's in the same fucking thing.
Fit is
2.
Fit is number 1.
Okay.
Oh.
So she gotta have abs or what?
No, she needs to be
Fat
attractive.
ass.
Fit is just attractive.
Fat ass for Jessica.
Financially stable.
What I find attractive.
Well,
Financially
Financially stable, 9.
Okay. Ambitious and passionate.
Those are 2 completely different things.
All right, ambitious
Ambitious, I didn't use 8 yet. 8.
and passionate
4.
and has integrity.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
4.
Who's loyal?
That's my one.
Loyal? 2.
What?
Is communicative.
That should be 10 for you, man.
Well, I've already used
Change
it.
that. I'm gonna change.
Okay, wait. What about? Let me see. Hold on.
What numbers you guys got so far?
We got 10, 9, 8.
We have 7.
I'm gonna change them for you. What do you think?
No.
What about
Troy still got 6 and 5.
thoughtfulness?
11.
Wait, what did you
Submissive.
answer for
That's not 11.
communication? Community.
We already did that.
You already
What?
did it. I already put it down there.
What was
What
it?
about submission? Submissive.
Submissive, 3.
He wants number 1 for that.
3. No, number 1 was fit.
Well,
Number 1
you
is
can change it. You
attractiveness.
can change it.
No, number 1 is attractiveness.
What about?
If I'm not
Real
attracted
quick,
to you, I don't.
Can I ask a question? When you said feminine earlier, what were you referring to?
Submission, friendly, a woman, someone who understands what women do by nature. Monogamous. Oh shit. That goes back into loyalty. For my woman, I want my woman to be loyal to me.
Okay.
My situation is different because it's poly. She can go taste the rainbow with other women. I don't give a fuck.
But not other men.
Not other men.
Not the whole rainbow, just a little bit of the rainbow.
Yeah, no, she can go play scissors all she wants. But
is it because it's emasculating?
Is it because it's emasculating?
Yeah,
No.
to think about your woman with like another man.
Oh yeah, tell us the thoughts.
Why?
Yeah, we're just curious.
Because I already told you about it. Because again, all of the boxes that I check, if she goes, it's going to be very difficult for her to fuck somebody who's offering more than me. And if she does, guess what he understands? She's a cheater. He knows about me. He's never going to wife her. So he's going to have his way with her and then send her back to me. So how do I win? Huh?
That could be how it is with women too.
What do you mean? Explain.
Like, I mean, you could easily the exact same scenario with a woman.
Yeah, but the thing is that women aren't fucking men. They're getting fucked.
I know plenty of women who are out here fucking men.
No, it's not. It's not the same thing. They're not bending a man over. They're not
fucking men.
They're not bend. You may fuck back, but you're not fucking him. You had to let him do it to you.
I mean, you put a strap on.
Yeah. Well, then in that case, then she shouldn't want me any fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
Different though. It's different. It's a different situation.
It's not.
Okay, we'll end the conversation. We'll go to a different.
Hey, what about humor?
Humor? I don't need her to be funny. I need her to have a sense of humor.
Creative.
12.
Caretaker.
What numbers are we at? You guys
4.
You guys are just throwing the shit out there.
No, we're trying to.
We've already got the 10.
Finished.
You haven't used number 3 yet.
I did.
I stopped writing them down. It got crazy over here.
He started going upwards.
I just took a nap.
Basically, what I'm telling you is that what men want from a woman, all of what you guys can do, or what you guys were mentioning, most women can do. So, those things aren't as high on the totem pole for a man.
I'll say bye to DeMarco.
Oh, you out of here?
Bye, D.
Okay.
Bye, D.
Bye, D.
See ya, D.
Do the.
Can I get an oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, since what you guys were talking about bringing to the table, most women can do, it's not as important as fit, feminine, and friendly. Men want an attractive woman who is nice and peaceful. Those are more important than how smart you are. Now, being smart is awesome, but it's not a deal breaker. But you don't want a dumbass man. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
All right. Now, being financially stable isn't a deal breaker. If you are financially stable, great. However, the traits that it takes for women to become extremely successful are very masculine traits, which eliminates you being the friendly, feminine woman that we're talking about.
I disagree. On every level. I disagree that. That is not true.
Explain it.
It's not.
What parts do you disagree with?
What you basically just said was successful women lower their chances of being with a man because it lowers their femininity in some kind of way.
The man that they want.
He tells me
because
all the
you
time.
want a man that makes more than you.
Who?
I never said that.
Maybe not you in particular,
Okay, we're
but
talking about
in a general setting, women want a man that
Lazy
makes more
bitches.
than them.
I think it's really hard. I don't necessarily agree completely, but I think it's really hard because there's a certain button that you got to turn on when you're at work, and to come home and to continue to do that, I think it's really hard. So to be successful and to get ahead, there is a masculine type of approach that you have to have, and I think a lot of successful women carry that into their dating life, and it hinders them. So it's almost like a switch that you have to turn on.
Why is it received so well when he says it?
No,
Well,
I'm not.
I think it depends on your career, though. Because I'm a hairstylist, so it's different. I'm not working with men. I'm not, like, I don't have to be, like...
You still have to be competitive. You still have to work long hours.
Yeah,
you still have to be
but I don't have to put
assertive.
on a show with men and, like...
That's not what we were saying.
But
You have to be
essentially, like, in tech and things like that, it's different.
Sure, but either way, you still have to be assertive.
But I
you have
come
to be
home
competitive.
No, I mean, not really.
You do, especially if you're in a salon, because
you have
to get you can't be good without being competitive.
That's true. Inherent, it's very true.
So you have to be competitive because you have to be good. And
but once you leave, that shit is turned off. I'm not answering emails. I'm not like trying to sell deals, close deals. Like, that's different.
Like I think in my career, I work with.
You said business development, right?
Yeah, 90% of men. But I think it has to do with, your job too. Like, I am in such a low stress job and environment that I don't feel like I have to turn anything off. Like, I'm really just me and my job, but I think I'm lucky. And I think that's why I'm so good at my job, is because I can just be me. I think he's right, though. There are some jobs, lawyers, doctors, certain people that have to put this on all the time, and it's hard to disconnect it when they come home. Same for men, though, too, sometimes. People who are in, high-level positions, they come home stressed out and they can't turn it off.
Yeah, but you're not looking for a feminine man.
I want a man that comes home and turns that shit off and is soft to me.
I can appreciate a softness in a man.
Okay.
I'm not saying be like, but I just want to be able to turn it off and be like, no, and just kind of, be like soft to me. Like, they're not stressed out. They don't have this fucking hard shell on all the time. Like, they're just...
You about to play a sound.
Yeah, I'm done with it. But do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Like, I don't want a man.
Don't you love men telling us that's not what you want?
Right, yes.
No, that's not what you want, actually.
Well, here's the thing.
Get some help.
Stop. The funny part about that is you guys like to disagree with me saying that that's not what you want.
No, we're talking about our lived experience.
Hold on. It's very fucking simple. What you guys are describing, what you want, that man's walking around all over the place. There are many of him. But you want a big-ass man. You said it. Okay? So that big-ass man, 9 out of 10 times... Hold on, stop. You said it. I want a man who's bigger than me. You said that earlier. That is extremely important to you. Now, that being said, that big-ass man, 9 out of 10 times... isn't gonna be feminine. He's not gonna turn that off. He's not gonna turn off his competitiveness. He's gonna be a hard man all the time. Okay? And hard men all the time is biologically attractive to you because you feel safe with that man. Okay? If you wanted the man that you guys are saying, oh, I've dated, then you would be with them. But they don't check all the boxes. So since they don't check all the boxes, they're inadequate. And if they're inadequate and you make as much as you do, why the fuck would you waste your time with someone who cannot match you, right? So if you're ultra successful, you want someone more successful than you because that is in a woman's nature.
Well, just like I said, you have to sacrifice some things, right? If someone
But you haven't because...
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't because you're not with them. What I'm saying is...
That has nothing to do with
yes,
that.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because
if the reason for breaking up was that, yes.
It's an accumulation of all of it. If the man does not have everything, then you are going to find reasons to leave. Because women practice hypergamy. You guys, if you describe what you want from a man, you're describing somebody who's damn near better than you at everything. Taller, stronger, smarter, competent, ambitious, successful, everything. And then you need him to be handsome, charming, funny, good in bed. All of these things. This is what you require from men. It's not a secret. We understand it. We get it. Okay?
Pastor Ryan, what do you have to say, Pastor Ryan?
I think that we live in a day and age where society is just different. So, like, I think I agree with a lot of stuff that he's saying because we have way too many options in this society. We have incredible amounts of people that we can view, whether it be social media, whether it be dating apps, whatever it is. We have way more options to view people, so we're naturally comparative to other people. So and a lot of times our physical attributes may not that we want may not coincide with what the other attributes that we want. So I think that it's hard to narrow that down when you have so many options. It explains why so many people in their 30s are still single or kids, right, or without kids, as opposed to previous generations. So I mean, I agree with a lot of the stuff that Troy's saying, but he has a very way harder approach than what I have. But I think that what he's saying a lot of times is that what you may say that you want, there are those type of people running around, but that may not be what you truly want, because what you go after or what has been your constant is significantly different from that.
And that's everything that I just said. But you guys didn't yell at this man once.
It's all about the delivery, baby.
Okay, but if I say 2 + 2 is 4, 2 + 2 is fucking 4, the answer is still the same.
I know, but like it's like a basketball pass. If you throw it super hard, maybe they don't make the shot. But if you put it in the right spot. I use the same
basketball reference. You've coached. If your star player said, "I don't like how coach was talking to me," then sit the fuck on the bench. We got a motherfucking game to win. This is real. Do you understand? Yeah. Sit the fuck on the bench, because you can't lead my team. All right? I don't give a fuck if you don't like how I'm talking to you, star player. We depend on you to lead this team. His teammates ain't gonna respect him and know that. He's like, no, coach talking to me the wrong way. Yeah. His delivery was off. True. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I do need to soften it up. I am talking to women. I get that. However, the point is...
Do you get it?
The point is the message is still the same. Okay?
Help.
But in all honesty, like...
Daddy, chill.
That's why this is fun, because I am going to deliver it with the most...
Can I ask? Okay, go ahead.
Rational way and factual way. Now, everyone is different, slightly, but majority of people are very fucking similar. We all want happiness. We all want to be financially free. We all want peace. We all want someone to love and to love us. We're all very fucking similar, all right?
When he puts it that way.
And the male and female dynamic is also just as simple. Typically, women would like a man that makes her feel like a woman.
Pete Mo's comment.
Absolutely, he's 100% right. But typically, women want a man that makes her feel like a woman. Women do not want to pick up masculine traits. But in today's society, they have had to, okay? When a woman is hyper-independent, she tends to pick up masculine traits. When a man is hyper-independent, he does not have to pick up feminine traits. Masculinity is a survival tactic, and women are in survival mode at the moment, which is pushing your success rates with relationships to the wayside because you guys are so independent. And the more independent you come, because women, an independent woman is independent of a man. There's no such thing as an independent man. He's just being an adult. Okay? So, independent woman is independent of a man. And since you're independent of a man, you are less likely to put up with men's shit. All right? Now,
you don't think men can be independent?
No, that's just a man being a fucking adult.
Yeah, maybe when it comes to making money and shit, I guess. But like men going and traveling alone and all that, I think that's independent to me.
Did Jodeci make a song called "Independent Men," or did any
woman do it?
So they're the ones that come up with the definition of
the idea.
That's the world.
The idea
is a man's world. It always has been.
No, but think independence. So like, regardless of who it is, doing things on your own and going to eat alone, going traveling alone, that to me is independent. You don't need someone to be with you all the time. That's independent.
Okay, I'm
fair.
To me, when you say independent of a man, to me that I think financially.
Yes.
I don't think.
No.
If you know what I mean.
He's speaking to the phrase of independent woman. The phrase independent woman refers to a woman being independent of a man. It refers to them having their own, being able to do.
There's no independent man song.
I'm gonna write one.
Well, like men have never really been oppressed by women, so there can't be an independent women song. You know what I mean?
When are women being oppressed by men?
Bro, look fucking around you. What?
Right now, you're oppressed?
I am not oppressed. I do not feel oppressed, but there are many elements in my life in which oppression has impacted me by way of patriarchy and men.
You in particular.
Me in particular, Soleil, the human being.
You in particular doesn't speak to the whole.
Are you going to sit here on your own podcast and say that oppression is not real?
I'm going to make this real. I'm going to make this real simple. The reason women get to do today what they get to do is because of men. Period.
No way.
No. Stop.
Who birthed you?
That's
Who
fine.
the fuck birthed you?
That's fine.
Do you realize like matriarchs existed long before patriarchs were a thing? No, you can't tell me to shut up when you've been the whole time against all of us. That's the thing.
I didn't. But
there have been matriarchs that have existed in society long before men were in charge. There have been women.
And when did they? How did they not
read a fucking book.
I have read books. When? Name one. You're the one with the books.
All across tribes in Africa, all across tribes in Mexico and Central and South America, there were matriarchs.
And who took them over?
Fucking men.
Okay, so
because
what you get to do
because they were afraid of women's power.
Because
they were afraid of women's
physically,
power.
If men wanted to actually oppress you, we could.
No fucking shit, dude.
So the simple fact that you have all the freedoms you do today is because we are controlling ourselves to allow you to do so.
Thank you so
I'm not saying.
Are you kidding me?
It's common sense.
Yo.
It's common sense. If we wanted to oppress,
this is kind of gross, dude.
I'm asking you to look at it at the bigger spectrum. I'm not saying that.
I'm asking you to fucking look at it from a bigger spectrum.
Okay, well, you're not letting me talk. What I'm telling you...
You haven't let any of us talk all night.
If you guys want to talk, talk. Okay, say what you want to say.
This is your world. It's your podcast.
At the end of the day...
Speak your truth.
At the end of the day, it's very clear that men could do whatever the fuck we want to do. Right?
Thank you for threatening your violence on women over and over again. You've done an amazing job in proving my fucking point. You've done an amazing job at literally proving my point just now. If I wanted to, I would.
Okay, but you're missing the bigger point, which is we're not. So how are you oppressed?
Look at the fucking laws that are in place with like abortion and reproductive rights and things that women didn't even have fucking rights until the fucking 70s, dude. Are you kidding me?
Continue. Keep going, because I'll rebut.
Rebut away.
Women have been able to vote since the 30s, okay? And women also voted against abortion too, all right? And it's not illegal everywhere. Men also have zero rights on your reproductive organ.
You should not have any fucking rights on mine. But you do.
Then you shouldn't have any rights on my fucking wallet. If I don't want it...
Ain't nobody trying to reach for your motherfucking wallet.
No, when it comes to kids... You're talking about abortion.
If you chose.
But I don't have half of the say in whether you keep it or not.
Yes, because it's our body. Then that's on you.
So it is my wallet.
Taking the precautions.
So should you. You guys have 25 different birth controls, and you also get to choose who you let sleep with you.
Hey, just because you're on birth control doesn't prevent you 100%. But you get to choose. But you get
to choose who you sleep with. Do you not?
You get to choose who you fuck.
No. You get to choose whether sex goes down or not. Otherwise, I committed a crime.
It doesn't matter. You still.
How does it not matter?
Are you?
You made the final say. If I take it from you, it's a crime.
What question was this?
She was just saying that women are oppressed, and that they've been oppressed. But we're in 2023. The oppression that you're talking about is no longer a thing. You make over six figures. You make a lot of money. Where's the oppression? Well, all three of you make more than most men in America. Where's the oppression?
Oppression does not live in monetary and financial things.
Then why are you oppressed?
Women as a whole, right? Because we're talking about a whole. We're not just talking about 1, 2, 3, right? That has been like the premise of this entire conversation is men as a whole, women as a whole. Women as a whole have been historically oppressed by men and the laws that have been put on women by men.
Okay, and also...
Women in Texas right now cannot get a hysterectomy unless they have legal consent and checkmark okay from their husband today in the state of Texas.
Okay.
Today. They're not allowed.
But I think what he's saying is that's based upon voting laws, correct?
Half
that
the
were
population,
enforced by who?
Half the population is women.
Men.
Half the population is women.
Who the fuck is in Congress and in Senate? Men.
But half the voters are women. Whose fault is that?
No, I bet if you look at the statistics of how many women voted against us, like not having abortion, it's going to be mainly men.
The population in America is 51 to 49% women.
That doesn't mean everyone's voting.
Okay, but you guys were oppressed.
Do not vote.
But you were oppressed. You have the right to vote. So talk to women. Don't talk to me.
That's a way longer than this podcast conversation.
Well, but what I'm saying is where is the accountability for the women not voting if they're outnumber men?
Say that one more time.
The population in America is 51 to 49. Well, like 40. Women outnumber men like 1.1.
Not everyone's voting.
Okay.
Not everyone has access to vote.
Okay.
Not everyone has information.
Again, the point is
to vote on things that they know are true for them.
There's more women than men. So some of the women that you think are being oppressed are voting on the side of men.
Because
so they don't see
oppressed.
it your way. No, they just don't see it your way.
But
I
that's
did not come
true.
here to argue my own. I know I didn't do that today.
You don't know though. You don't know if their husbands are telling them to vote a certain way, or you don't know.
Also, because we have to think about the huge influence of religion when it comes to voting. I said we have to think about the huge influence of religion and Christianity.
That's also a choice, though.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a choice to be
religious.
religious.
Look at even him. What he do? He said, yeah, if you
So you don't get to choose whether you want to stick to your religion or not? Once you become an adult, you don't get to have any choice you want?
If you think about it, there's a lot of people that are...
That is not a black and white conversation.
We have choices in life, but a lot of things are passed down traditions that we form from, stuff that we previously learned or have been ingratiated in us from birth.
Understood.
So religion sometimes... Some people may not know why they're Muslim. They may not know why they're Christian, but it's just something that they've been their whole life. So they're not. Are they? So that's a whole new argument. It's like, are you really choosing to do this? Or
a lot of people get cut off by family. Everything. A lot of people lose everything.
Yeah, I mean.
So but then where's the accountability of that sovereign person? Because everybody's saying that they're oppressed.
But you have to be in a position to understand your own sovereignty, which is a whole nother way of, which is a whole nother level.
And a whole nother conversation.
There's a whole nother level.
I get that. But the point is as an adult at 18 years old, you're allowed to vote. You're allowed to register. You're allowed to do it. If you don't do it, male or female, that has nothing to do with me.
Clearly.
And you can't scream oppression if everybody isn't jumping on the same wave to change it. But on top of that, now I wasn't talking about violence or anything else. That was a feeling that popped up. The point I was simply trying to make is, if men really wanted to oppress, we could. We don't, which is why women, men, children get to change their sex now. These are things that men have allowed. Because if you had somebody, if we didn't want to do it and we all thought the same, then we wouldn't allow it. Because who's going to stop us, right? Right? That's all I'm saying. If all men wanted to say, you can't have abortions and you can't work, are you going to stop us?
Yeah, I think what you're arguing is that men are the more physically dominating species, which is definitely correct. But I think that the difference in thought of both men and women have contributed to some of the issues that we're bringing up right now.
I get that.
I agree with what you're saying in terms of there are women who have gone out and voted against these laws that are quote unquote against other women. There are women that do that, and it is their free will, their choice. There are men who may have voted on the other side. I don't think that it's not black and white.
No,
it's extremely gray.
I'm talking about it from the most primitive, because the whole thing is the oppression part is that what got me, which is
trigger word.
Saying it's not that I'm triggered. It's just that it's a
black people are all.
To me, it's a tad bit of a bold claim when if you took all the men that are on an extremely liberal side and all the men that were on the completely conservative side, and they had to battle, the conservative men are going to win because they highly outnumber the liberal men, right? Right? Am I wrong about that? Just strength in numbers.
I don't know if that's more
true.
Conservative versus. Oh, you mean like?
There's more conservative men than there are liberal.
I don't know about. Then there are what?
Liberal men.
They're more
I don't
conservative.
know about these days. Who knows? These days.
But also, but the whole point is that.
Oh, get Jess in here. I want Jess.
If we really wanted to oppress all of us collectively, it wouldn't be difficult because no one's going to stop us. But we're clearly allowing everybody to do what they want.
Thank you for not oppressing me.
I'm not asking for things.
But I'm giving it to you. Thank you for not enacting this strength and oppressing me.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Men don't get the credit for that. Because
oh my God, that was a fucking joke.
I get it, but
it was a joke.
We don't get the credit. We don't get the credit for being open-minded, reasonable people. Because in a barbaric time, which we're not in, we could and would do what we wanted. Ooh. We're no longer there. I'm just talking about primitive to now.
Sure.
I'm not saying that this is what's going on. It's very clear that it's not what's going on.
Because you're not experiencing any of it. Of course, you're a dude. What the fuck? You would never be experiencing any form of oppression against women.
What?
Because you're not a fucking woman.
What are you experiencing?
I mean, just in the simple example that I gave almost an hour ago about having to leverage lying as a form of safety in a group of men, because you know that your safety is compromised if you say something wrong, or if you do something wrong that could enact this violence, this control, this primitive strength where you could dominate me.
Dennison, get ready to do the screen and picture and Google who's more likely to be violently attacked by men.
I am not gonna rely on Google on this conversation. I'm gonna rely on my lived ass experience. Are you kidding me?
I'm just telling you again, because we're talking about generalities. Men are highly more likely to be attacked by other men than women are. It's not wise for anybody to put themselves in a situation where violence could arise. It is not wise for a man to walk alone in an alley. It is not wise for a man to jog.
And yet you have Title IX at every single university because rape cases are real against women.
I'm not saying rape doesn't exist, okay?
I mean, you're giving an example, so take the example back. You're right. It's not really smart for a man to walk down an alley for a man, but I guess what? When you walk at night, though,
most women have not been raped. Maybe sexually assaulted.
Get the fuck off the mic. That's all I have to say.
So you're gonna say that 51% of women have been raped?
But so many people don't speak on it though, because.
Do you believe 51% of women have been raped?
I'm not going to speak on any situation because I don't know the statistics, but most women are not speaking up on it.
I'm not denying that rape happens. I'm not denying that rape happens.
The statistics on it wouldn't be right because most women don't speak on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but, all right, fine then. Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's actually true.
That's actually true.
Then what's the point of any statistics?
Statistics are kind of bullshit because it relies on the people who are going to actually report it. You can't account for the people who are not.
So
but I can guarantee you there's at least probably one person in this room who has never talked about either an assault or a rape.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure
in
of that.
this fucking house right now.
Men go through that too. But you don't care about men's struggle.
No one, but we weren't talking about men's struggle.
Yeah,
we were literally not talking about men's struggle.
It doesn't matter. But men have been sexually assaulted.
We said it mattered 30 minutes ago. Men's feelings and shit matter.
But if a man told you that he'd been sexually assaulted, you wouldn't register the way you want me to feel for you.
But
the empathy wouldn't be the same.
That's not true. That is absolutely not true.
Did you guys have other topics?
Next topic.
I don't need anyone to tell me how to run my podcast. I get that. But
hey Troy, well, we're coming up on an hour, so we've been going for almost 2 hours.
I know, but unless everybody's just deciding they want to stop, we don't have to stop.
No, we can go on next topic, or we can go on to elaborating what we're talking about.
We had a couple of topics
that
we picked at the top of the show.
Yeah, the last one.
But
we did the what makes you special, who lies more, and
Women.
then
Women lie more.
Then what is cheating? It was what is cheating? Women lie more, and then what makes you special?
yeah, and then
I still like the promiscuous friends one.
Oh
personally.
yeah. We didn't do that one. Let's do that one. On a scale
Who's the
from,
whole of their friend group?
On a scale from 1 to 10, and we'll start with you.
Okay.
I got multiple friend groups.
1 being not
For a reason.
promiscuous, 10 being very promiscuous. How promiscuous are your friends?
How promiscuous are my friends? I give about a 5.
Okay.
Wait, 10 is the most promiscuous?
I give about a 4 or 5.
3.
Boo.
All my friends are married, so.
What's
So that
Taylor's
was a
answer?
fucking lie.
Well, I
What's
think it
Taylor's
depends on what
answer?
friend group you're talking about.
Well, look it up
Who
as a
would you
whole.
spend the most time with?
Oh, they're all kind of even. So I'm just a number in general. God, some of my friends really weigh down that number.
Yeah.
Some of my friends really weigh down that number.
Those are the ones we want to know about.
No, weigh down as in like make it less.
Oh, boo.
Should I take? Should I take all my? How about just my single friends?
Yeah.
How promiscuous they are.
That's fair.
Friends?
I would honestly. Wait, which one's the most? 10.
10 is the most promiscuous.
6.
You?
So that was a fucking lie.
Go ahead, Ryan.
About a 7. I mean, I feel like because I have friends that are women and men. No. I have friends that are women and men. So like between them, about a 7. The women, you'd be surprised some of the stories I hear from women. But yeah, like I mean, like men is different for us because like it's just not looked at the same way. Like you'll look at like not like in disgust, but you like damn you wildin'. Like for men, like it's like oh I was Thursday. Like,
Okay, wait. Can we get examples of
so I'll say 6 or 7.
You're like hooking up.
Promiscuous.
What's that word?
Promiscuous.
I was right. Okay.
There you go.
Examples first, because you know.
You know what a promiscuous woman is. Your whole friends, the one that hook up with guys, leave with guys,
One night stands.
I might be the whole
I don't really
friend.
have any, but I actually don't really have a lot of friends that do that.
one night stands. Have what I like to call like a roster, because this is part of what I was talking about earlier with what women want from a man, and a single woman who has her own money typically has men for different things.
Wait, what about your friends?
Well, I was answering her question about promiscuity.
Got it.
So the promiscuous woman is that woman with the roster, which is she's got her dick me down guy. She's got her I can talk to him about anything guy. She's got her
I like to eat guy.
Take me out on dates guy.
I gotta really work on my.
I know.
She's got my funny guy. You know.
I got rid of it when I.
Yeah, but when you find all of that in one man, then you're happy. My friends, shit, dude. I mean, I don't.
We talking back in the day or now?
Yeah, right. All my friends are married now, so 2.
Before what we're
Right. Yeah, but before they was married, 8, 9, 10. My friends was whores.
Fucking
My friends were whores.
He's talking about me.
Yeah, no. The reason I asked that is because, like, do you guys agree with the phrase that birds of a feather flock together?
No, not completely. I understand where you can see yes, but not completely.
Well, perception is everything. Presentation is everything. For instance, you even alluded to it earlier when you were talking about what you look for, mutual friends. If these certain girls follow, I'm uninterested. Well, if you hang out with hoes, he's uninterested.
Well, sometimes it goes for certain reasons.
I get that, but you gotta understand.
That you won't know.
You gotta understand is
that
that
they don't even know.
Is that you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and that's just a universal law. That's not something I made up. That is what any successful person will tell you. That is, what, for instance, you don't even have to be successful. It's just common sense. Let's say you lived in a gang neighborhood. If 4 of your 5 friends were Crips, you're finna bang the set. Otherwise, you can't be their friends. If you hang out with 4 gym rats, you're gonna take your ass to the gym, or you can't hang out with them. Why? Because every time you hit them up, what are they doing? We're going to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. Well, then don't come hang out with us. Right?
They do say though, like if you're like around successful people, you're more likely to be successful.
Yes. Yeah. So if you're around hoes, you're more likely to do hoe shit.
Maybe 4 years ago.
So, but what I'm saying is, this birds of a feather flock together. So I love the modest answers of 5, 6, and 3.
I'm dead ass.
I get the most honest answer. 6.
Oh, mine's probably worse than 3 to be fair.
I think about the people that I hang out with, and I'm easily the hoe. Yeah, because they're all like white. They're like either doing their own thing. They either have kids or they have partners. Like I think about like my 5 friend group, me and only one other person.
My closest friends. Well, I'm not a single one, so I guess I would be the hoe.
See, I try to factor out all the ones that are married.
Yeah.
And
if you factor all them out.
No friends. Then.
Yeah, I don't really have friends at the moment either. Like,
I guess you're my friend, kind of. Then at 8 or something.
Damn.
8, bitch.
You said you have
8, bitch. I don't know with anybody.
she's like,
I'll let you know when I do though.
But now I'm too hurt. I am shocked and offended and
like seriously, when I go out, I'm literally with my girlfriends the whole time. We go home together. We never split up, none of that. Years ago though, I've been like, hasta la vista. I'm out of here.
I split up with my friend when I was in LA like 2 weeks ago with a couple. They totally clowned me though. I ended up being a therapist all night long. It was horrible. They set it up. They did the whole thing, and I was their therapist all night.
That sucks.
It was bad. It wasn't until I was about to leave. I stayed there all night long. I met them at after. We stayed there all night long. 11 o'clock. I was like, all right, I guess I gotta go home now. Like, bye. And she's like, oh, I'm catching a second wind. You could stay longer. And I was like, no. I was like, I've been here all night long. Like, I've gotta go. I'm only in LA for 2 days. Bye. It was bad.
it's only my 3rd day here. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can wrap it. You know, I do want to say that I appreciate you guys for coming on here.
Thank you,
I appreciate you guys for...
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be back.
Yeah, you will be back. I'm still looking for an...
Mo, that's a damn lie.
What's the word I'm looking for? A regular co-host, but I'm rotating it until I find that person that either I vibe with or who can and wants to be consistent.
He honestly, he brings the you're like the delivery of fuck, and he's kind of like relaxed. Let me put it in the way you want to actually understand.
He's passed around.
Yeah.
What are you?
What do you mean?
What's your sign?
He's a Pisces.
That makes sense. And you're what again?
Scorpio. What are you?
Aquarius.
You?
You're a Scorpio?
No.
I get along with
Taurus?
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, we get along too.
Yeah, no, I understand my delivery is a little brash.
It's your podcast, so you can do whatever you want.
Well, it's not necessarily that. It's just it's because that's why it's called Make It Make Sense. I don't need to be right.
Sure.
Yes. See, here's again, you guys, like seriously, like let's dig deep real quick and use some deductive problem solving and some critical thinking. I'm not saying I'm right, but if you are going to say something, either back it up with proof, because there are objective facts.
Statistics.
Not just statistics, but there's objective truths. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like my height isn't a statistic; it's a fact. I'm that tall. You see what I'm saying? So now that's not what I'm saying. All I need, but even here's the thing, because Ryan said it earlier, and you guys laughed when I said it, is like perspective. I've offered perspectives that you guys may not have seen, and or looked at that way. I know. I'm able to see it from your lens, but I want you guys to be able to deliver it in a way that makes sense to me. I'm okay with saying I'm wrong if you can actually deliver a perspective that's like, okay, that makes sense. I haven't looked at it that way. You see what I'm saying? Because there's been times in this podcast where you guys have said, all right, okay, that makes sense. I never really looked at it that way. But I haven't gotten that yet. Maybe in a couple instances tonight. You know what I'm saying? But the overall point of this isn't to be right or wrong. It's to have real conversations that most people can't have, especially in a public setting, and learn from each other and see it without without scarred lenses on. I personally don't have anything going on when it comes to the male-female dynamic that I'm talking about. Does that make sense? So all of the issues that men have today, I don't, but I'm speaking on them, right?
Yeah, you're speaking from a majority perspective. You're not speaking from
exactly because that's the way the world works.
That's why, like, for me, it's tough to get offended by anything that you say, because what you're basing your statements a lot of times on is either statistics, or you're basing it on a common theme that you've seen from other men. You're not basing it upon a lot of times
personal experience. But the arguments are coming from personal experience.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And your personal experience does not reflect the way the world works.
So that's because you're the host and the guest.
No, because that's how most people look at things. Not most people. I would say that I feel like that's the way the world works, is through logic. As you build a product, you're not going to build it for each individual person. That's what a tailor does. And a tailor has a specific person or a group of people who can afford what he does. But if I'm building a shirt, if I'm making a shirt, I have to make it for a wide range of body types. So I've got small, medium, large, extra large, and so on. But if I want it to fit correctly, I need a tailor. So when you argue from a tailor perspective...
But sometimes your personality as a person, as someone that knows you, your personality as a person is... Sometimes you don't even believe the shit you say. You just like...
Very good. I'm devil's advocate to the motherfucker. Exactly. I will... Yeah. And that's another thing.
Who's devil's advocate?
I am... Sometimes I argue something that I don't believe just to see if you can prove me wrong.
Exactly.
I completely don't.
Which makes for great conversation. Sometimes it gets a little passionate.
Speaking of, for instance, what you guys just experienced on this podcast had nothing to do with any of your individual experiences as with me as a man personally.
But then you can't speak on females' experiences.
Why is that?
Because you're not a female.
I understand that, but I have to understand females to get them, because women don't talk to men.
Oh my god.
So I have to understand women more than women have to understand men.
But you can't. Whatever.
How much Josco is in?
I'm just saying, I have to understand women to a certain extent, not fully, because I can't.
I understand, yes, but you cannot speak on women's experiences.
We can have a whole conversation, because you feel that way too, right? I can't because I'm not a woman.
Empathy versus sympathy.
I have a serious question. Serious question. It's about to get deep.
Serious question.
It's about to get deep. So, as a man, I cannot speak on a woman's experience because I'm a man and I have not been a woman to experience what women go through. Correct?
That is correct.
Okay. But you, earlier today, explained to me that a transitioned person can now be a woman and experience women things, but they're not biologically a woman, and they've never been a woman, and they're not being perceived as women completely, and they've never done it. But now they're women and have to be accepted as such.
He's wanting to bring.
I feel like you've been waiting to bring this podcast.
No. I just brought it up. This just popped in my head because I'm curious.
I'm curious how you brought it up.
As a man, because I decided right now to identify as a woman, then I can feel your oppression and all that other shit you was talking about, right?
You couldn't because you're not living it.
But
His
if I
question
transition,
is,
if I
someone
decided
that
to,
transition now
if I
as a
decided
30-year-old, could they speak on?
If you are feminine presenting and you move through the world passing as a feminine as a woman.
What if he just transitioned?
So I have to pass then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to pass as a woman to experience woman oppression. Okay, so if I decided to transition today and claim I'm a woman
Hallelujah, go ahead.
and kept my beard, I'll never be able to understand the female experience.
Say that last
transitioned, started dressing like a woman, decided to identify as one, I still wouldn't be able to experience the woman's experience and oppression?
You could be a woman and still not understand what that exact experience is like. That's correct.
Okay, now what I'm asking you is, how does that make sense? Because you guys just told me I can't do it, but as long as I pass as a woman, I can.
Well, when you're passing as a woman, you're moving through the world and navigating the world as a woman. Being
He's saying if
perceived.
he transitioned today, tomorrow could he now?
But when you say transition, the word transition can mean a lot of different things. Are you telling me that you are slowly transitioning and you are now seeing yourself and identifying as a woman? Are you telling me you got titties, you chopped off your dick, you are taking estrogen, you are now physically appearing to the world as a woman? Your lived experience will be different.
Okay.
Your lived experience will